Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a YouTube thumbnail using Photoshop. Now the reason why you want to use a YouTube thumbnail is when you go on YouTube and someone plays or you play a video, you normally see videos on the right side. In fact, let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go here to YouTube and we have this channel called Video Creators. So when you play the main video, you can see here on the right, you have these suggested videos. Now, clearly you can see they stand out. So if you're a fan of this channel, it makes people easily identify your videos and select them. So you can see here we've got quite a few, but clearly we can see that because of this branding, it's quite easy to go to these videos. So that's what we're trying to achieve with our thumbnail design. Okay, so the goal of this is to really make it stand out and to make it look unique. All right, so this is the final design we're going to have. So let me show you step by step how we created this. Okay, so this document here is 1920 by 1080, so that's full HD. So what you want to start with is an image. Okay, so grab your image. Now, when it comes to images, if you're, say, for example, creating a tutorial about, say, DaVinci Resolve, maybe it's a good idea that you have a background that relates to the tutorial that you're creating. So in this case, I'm just going to have my picture, and we need to have a bar on the left. So I'm going to go and click the rectangular tool and then just create a bar on the left here like that. Okay, now the color of that is black. Now we need to have a different color. So I'm just going to double click that and choose a color. Okay, let's go with that. I want to click OK. Now, as you noticed here, I've made this image black and white. Now, to make it black and white, all you need to do is to click on Shift Command U. So that desaturates the image. Okay, now the reason why I've done that is just to come up with a style. All right, so next, since we're talking about YouTube, I might as well have a YouTube logo. Okay, so I'm going to just drag this. Let's cancel that. Drag this to the top of the image. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add the title. Okay, so I'm going to click on the text tool and then just type in there how to create a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, cool. Now, when it comes to the fonts that you need to use, it's very, very important that you use something that really stands out, something that people can read easily from that little thumbnail. Right, so you can see here the font is a bit too big, so I'm just going to press Ctrl-T. So that brings the transform tool. So go ahead and click on one of the corners. It doesn't matter which side it is. Hold on the Shift key and then just resize, okay, and then just drag it into position like that. Press enter. The color of this title needs to be white, so I've just selected the whole description. So I'm going to come here to the top and click on that black and then just change that to white and then click OK. Right. Okay, so that's looking good so far. Next, we're going to add a gradient. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click once on this image. And then I'm going to add a new layer. So with the new layer selected, what we need is a gradient. So I'm going to click the gradient tool, and then I'm going to click once, hold the Shift key, and then drag upwards like that. So you can see our gradient has been applied. So that's looking okay. Sometimes you may want to do it like a few more times. So I'm just going to do it one more time like that. Okay, so that's looking good. So that makes the text really stand out. Just add a space there. Okay, cool. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a style to this background image. I mean, if you prefer the black and white as the style, that's pretty cool. But if you need to change that, you can add a color above it. So I'm going to add a new layer. So let's choose a color. So I'm going to double click here, or just click once, and then I'm going to choose a light blue. Okay, that could work. Now, with that color selected, what we need to do is to fill in that layer. So we're going to hold down the Alt key and then click backspace. So now that it's filled in, what we need to do is to go to the blending modes and then click on multiply. Okay, so we can see now we have a style. If it's a bit too harsh, what you could do is to lower the opacity. Like that. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. Next, what we need to do is to add a title here. So this could be a channel segment. So this, I'm going to call this design. So let me type design like that. Press Command T to bring the transform. And then you can see here, when you put your mouse close to the edge, it allows you to rotate it like that. Okay. So once you've rotated it, press enter and then just drag it to the side here. Now, as you can see, as I'm dragging, it's going behind this rectangle. So what you need to do is to make sure that the type is above the rectangle. So we can see here, the rectangle is right here at the top, right here. Okay, so drag that until it goes below the design text. Okay, right, so I'm going to drag this. Okay, so that's looking really cool. Next, what we need to do is to make sure that this rectangle here is also affected by the gradient. So to achieve that, just drag this all the way below the gradient like that. So you can see now the gradient is affecting the side rectangle too. Okay, I'll just drag this into position. Right, finally, you want to add your logo on the top right. So I've got mine imported already, so I'll just add the logo. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. So once this is designed, you may want to save this as a template. So every time you create your video, you can always come to Photoshop and then just replace the image with the image that you need. So that just makes sure that you have consistency with these thumbnails that you create. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this thumbnail by pressing Command S. So just give it a name. So I'm just gonna call this mdtv.psd. I'm gonna say this is desktop, that's fine. And then click OK. Now, how do we save this as an image? Well, that's easy. All you have to do is to press Shift Command S. Nope, that's wrong. It's Shift Alt Command S. Shift Alt Command S. Okay. Now this is where you can get to choose the quality. Now, because it's going on YouTube, it doesn't really matter. So I normally leave it at 100%. And then once you're happy with that, just click on Save, give it a name. So this could be how to create a YouTube thumbnail. Okay. And then save it to your destination. I don't mind. I'll just leave this at the desktop. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Save. I'm going to replace that. Right, so this is how you create your YouTube thumbnail. So I hope that you found this helpful. So go ahead and create your YouTube thumbnails. If you'd like to use my design, no problem. You can always go ahead and go to marketingdomination.tv and download this PSD. So it's free for you to use, but obviously you may want to change the graphics, especially by face. Okay, cool. So this will just help you with the step-by-step. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And also we have a YouTube channel, which I'll be doing a lot of YouTube live stuff. So you may want to join that. Again, the link in the description below. And then finally, do subscribe on marketingdomination.tv because you will be notified every time I am releasing a video. And also there are some videos that don't make it to YouTube. I can notify you via email. Okay, so until next time, thanks for watching and see you later.